morning and welcome to the very first running of this engine I just recently purchased. It's a rare engine, not too many, I have never heard of it before until a few weeks ago. I believe it's pronounced a Mutunuc, what the hell, what the fuck, I don't know. Anyway, Mutunuc Millennium 61 ABC ball bearing engine. It's an engine that was made in Taiwan in at least the mid to early 90s, because the invoice that came with this showed that it was bought in 1995. Very nice looking 61 size ABC engine. This will be the first time I've run it. It's got a ABC 12.6 prop on it. I just happened to grab my fuel tank that had Morgan's Omega control line fuel in it, which is a 10% nitro fuel, but it's a 22% oil content, 50% castor, 50% synthetic. So it's got a little bit higher oil content than I would normally run in a two-stroke, but like I said, I just grabbed it just to run it. It's got a brand new OS number 8 glow plug in it. I've got the needle valve open about 2 1/4 turns. So I put a spinner on it just in the off chance that I don't have any luck hand starting it. But let's give it a shot and see how it does. The spinner nut off. You know what? I think I'm going to be able to hand start this, and I had a difficult time tightening that prop or that spinner up, so I think I'm just going to take the spinner off, and so I can really tighten that prop down. Take 2. was quite fun and quite impressive. I guess I had no issue getting it started, obviously, since it started on the first touch of the prop. So I guess my reason for putting the spinner on was irrelevant at the point. Anyway, it ran through that tank of fuel pretty good. Man, you know, that's a nice engine. It looks like it's got a little bit of leakage issues. I never put a screw to anything other than the back plate, or a wrench to anything other than the back plate. I never checked the head screws at all. These muffler screws are tight, but there still seems to be a little bit of leakage issue there. I saw some fuel or exhaust residue coming out from that joint there. It didn't come with a gasket, but that's not a big deal. I can make a gasket. I need to check these head screws because there's so much of that oil residue that came out from around there. I don't know if there's actually a leak in the head, but man, that's a nice running engine. It's got a different sound because there's actually a baffle inside this muffler, but the baffle hole is actually pretty open. It's pretty wide open because I've taken the baffle out of the Thunder Tiger muffler that looks just like this, and it's got a pretty good hole in it. But it seems to be fairly quiet for a mid-90s, early 90s engine, which is surprising. But it's that was 12.6 APC prop, and it was turning well over 11,000. I've got a peak here of 11,670. ABC engine, so I'm not concerned about getting it up to operating temperature and running it like that. That's actually what the instructions say to do. But man, this Mutunuc Millennium, it does say Pro, Millennium Pro 61 ABC engine is a pretty nice one. I'm kind of glad I was able to find one. It's definitely not one I'll ever be selling. I'll definitely be keeping this. I think this is a cool engine, so thank you for watching.